I ended up so blown away by this phone in more ways than one that I had an entire midlife crisis. I made every arrangement to finally put my iPhone to rest the moment I got home and escape from the Apple ecosystem once and for all. I went through every single app I use on my iPhone and downloaded them one by one again. I painfully peeled away like 16 years worth of photos from iCloud and started paying for Google Photos. Called my banks to re-authenticate my cards for Google Pay. Re-logged into every single account and created new ones for those that I'd initially foolishly signed up for with Apple. Damn you guys for making it so easy to do that. This process was a reminder of just how locked into the Apple ecosystem you can become without really realizing it's happening. My MacBook would lose the ability to instantly paste something the moment that I've hit copy on my iPhone, and being able to use my phone's internet with just one tap from my Mac, as opposed to needing to go onto the phone first to activate hotspot and then back onto the phone to turn off hotspot when I'm done. Not to mention the most painful loss of all, AirDrop. There's still no good alternative to AirDrop. It's pretty clear that Google's working on it, and very impressive that they've already got to a stage where they've reverse engineered AirDrop to make new Android phones compatible with it. So I can now pull up a file on this Oppo and send it to my Mac via QuickShare, and my Mac will receive that file as if it were from an iPhone using AirDrop. It is seamless, but it's much slower on Android than when you're doing apples to apples. There's another popular option called Local Send, but it's buggier and just fails for no apparent reason a third of the time. I feel like I've gone through every single recommended option. They're either slow, unreliable, or filled with ads. So I'm back to QuickShare. It's the best option, but you can also see how potentially quadrupling the amount of time I'm waiting for my files to transfer doesn't feel like a sensible life decision, which still thinks I've burned 11 until I manually pull down to refresh it, then it syncs up. Sometimes my widget will tell me I burned one number, but then I click into it and the app behind it says another. I feel like I've had every combination of this type of syncing issue. It's all technically working, it's just not working well together. And that's especially true when it comes to charging the stuff. I've got used to this super slimline thing being the only charger that I need to take with me when I'm going away. Now, my phone doesn't have a magnet. I mean, yes, you could add one with a phone case, but frankly, this magnet is so terrible that I kind of wish I hadn't tried. So I've just ended up plugging the thing in each night. The Samsung Watch has its own bespoke charging puck. And the Sony earbuds, you can charge them wirelessly, but they don't have a magnet like the AirPods do. And at the point where I'm charging both of my other products with wires anyway, I actually might as well just plug that in too. So basically, this jump to Android would mean that even my travel charging setup would deteriorate to this. Ultimately, too many compromises. But while I was of course ready for some compromises to make this switch, I was not ready for just how impactful they'd end up feeling for the way that I use my devices. It's reminded me that even though many Apple devices individually are not necessarily best in class, the synergy that they form together, or the disguised lock-in, depends how you see it, actually is.